You know, I've been covering two of the biggest climate stories on the planet, and I just found the third one. And I had no idea that this existed. And it connects everything together. Beneath the Atlantic Ocean runs a giant conveyor belt called AMOC. The Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, which is what AMOC stands for. And I know that sounds complex, but stay with me. So what happens is, warm water flows north from the tropics to Europe. It begins to cool as it goes north, and then it sinks and returns south through the deep ocean to warm water again. Now, this cycle has regulated Earth's climate for thousands and thousands of years. But, as you know, Greenland is melting. And as it melts, it's sending a bunch of fresh water pouring into the North Atlantic. And that fresh water doesn't sink the same way that salt water does. So what happens is, it disrupts the cycle. Scientists are watching AMOC show signs of slowing and weakening. Now, a weakened AMOC means altered rainfall, rising sea levels along the US and East coastlines, and a colder Europe. Now, here's why all of that stuff matters. In Antarctica right now sits a glacier the size of Florida. Scientists call it the Doomsday Glacier, the Thwaites Glacier, if you want to do some research on it. Its eastern ice shelf right now is expected to start to break apart this year in 2026. Not this century, this year. So for the last 20 years of satellite data that's been collected, they've been showing fractures multiplying across its shear zones. The pinning point that's holding it right now in place, it's no longer stable. It's accelerating the collapse. If Thwaites Glacier fully goes, scientists are projecting up to 11 feet of global sea level rise, all at the same time, around the globe. This means that there would be massive flooding in places like New York, Miami, Mumbai, Bangkok, New Orleans, and most other coastal cities. You see, what would happen is that fresh flooding that would take place, that freshwater flooding into the Southern Ocean, it also feeds into the same circulatory system that we just talked about with AMOC. We're not being given the whole picture, so we have to see the patterns and connect the dots. So now add the third force. El Nino is officially here. NOAA has confirmed it this month, the month of June, and that's the National Oceanic Board that confirmed El Nino is here, and this isn't a typical El Nino. Models from every major international agency are projecting a historic event by the autumn of 2026, when all the waters have been heating throughout, possibly the most powerful on record. Subsurface ocean heat in the Pacific is already more than twice what it was the same point during the 2023 event that took place. And remember, El Nino drives heat waves, floods, droughts. It supercharges extreme weather. El Nino doesn't just affect the Pacific. It shifts atmospheric patterns globally. The same patterns that are interacting right now with the disrupted AMOC conveyor belt that we talked about, and an ice destabilization as well in the Southern Ocean. So the systems are talking to each other. Think about it. Think about what's happening right now. Simultaneously, the ocean's conveyor belt that warms Europe is weakening. Antarctica's Doomsday Glacier is cracking apart, and a potential record-breaking El Nino is building in the Pacific Ocean. What could possibly go wrong, right? Now, any of these things by itself is scary, but all three at once in 2026 is something that climate scientists have never seen before in recorded history. This is a scary ass trifecta, what some might call the perfect storm. Now, I'm not here to tell you what happens next, because I have no idea. Scientists are still working on that themselves. But I will tell you this: the invisible systems that run Earth's climate, they're flashing warning signals right now, all at the same time. And the only thing that's more dangerous than any one of those is for us not knowing that they even exist. Let me know your thoughts and share this with others, and follow for more so that we can all be informed, because it's time we start connecting the dots.